Alright people, this is Toranaga. I'm just trying to give a quick tutorial about how to operate in Fleet. First step, we're going to look at how to join a fleet. So you're going to go to your menu on the bottom right, on the bottom left, go to Corp, Fleets, and then you're going to select your fleet and hit join. Too easy, right? If you want to switch, sometimes during fights we may have to change up fleets in order to give certain people commands. You're going to go back to your status bar, back to Corp, back to Fleets, select the fleet you're going to go, and join. Okay. Leave. Join. Too easy, right? Alright, so if we're in battle and you have to leave the battle and go back to station, you need to learn how to toggle on and off Fleet Warp and do not join formation. So we're going to go to, on the right side, the three little jets that are there. You're going to click it, and you can go down to the bottom right. It should come defaulted as do not follow, or unchecked, do not follow Fleet Warp, do not join formation. If you check do not follow Fleet Warp, when the fleet commander jumps the fleet, warps them, you will be left behind. If you check do not join formation, on the playing field, the fleet commander, wherever he moves, we move with him in unison, all in parallel. If you have that checked, you're going to free roam by yourself. Sometimes if you find yourself floating off to middle nowhere, just check that, make sure it's unchecked, and you'll stay in formation with the rest of the fleet. If you are heading back, if you are warping back to say a space station to refit or whatever, and your FC jumps somewhere, if you do not have do not follow Fleet Warp checked, you're gonna go to wherever he targets you. So if you're headed one way, it's gonna turn you around to back to where he has. So if you're gonna go back and refit, make sure you have this toggled on. That way you can get to where you're going and you can get back. Alright, so once you join the fleet, you can jump to the fleet commander from wherever you are. You're going to go to the three jets again. You're going to highlight the fleet commander and you're going to hit go. At this point, it's going to have you go to the fleet commander, and if you're in a different system, it's going to start warping you to them. Same thing as if you are, in order to rally to the fleet commander, it's the same thing. So if you're in space and you're floating off in the middle into nowhere, and you want to tighten up that fleet group, you're going to do the exact same thing. Three ships, fleet commander, go, and it'll start bringing you towards your fleet commander. You could also go ahead and
auto combat activated.
Turn off auto
combat deactivated.
Top left, and
approaching target.
All right, what auto target does while you're in
activated.
fleet is whoever the fleet commander's targeting, everybody's going to target that. We want that to happen so we can focus down certain ships, certain objectives. There are times when you don't want it to happen, right? Say we're doing SOV and we have a group of ships that need to jump in and we can't super device them and we have to auto target them. You can disable auto
combat deactivated.
That takes you off of targeting what the fleet commander's targeting. At this point, you can select your target, engage them.
Approaching target.
The only thing you have to do differently is you have to select your weapons individually in order to fire. It's not going to auto fire, right? Yeah, and that pretty much covers all the little small things I just wanted to get out there in case you guys had questions or were confused on how we were operating last night. Hopefully this will help some people understand a little better. Thank you.